Hard work needs hard rest.
It's 100%.
Where did they get?
Ah! Speak of the devil. Don't worry, there's enough to go around. On the house. There's something I need your help with. Looks like we're not the only ones who wanted afternoon tea today, though. Was it that obvious? Don't get ahead of yourself. If I remember correctly, you, March, and I was wondering... Boarding exam? Like a test? I'm wondering though, are there any restrictions? You see, there's not much left for me here except to carry on repairing equipment in the workshop. Besides, I'm a researcher. How could I not get excited about the chance to explore new worlds up close? Really? You're gonna... I understand. I know this is a lot to ask out of the blue, so...
There goes Serval. I better... Or I guess I could ask Mr. Yang. Who's... Let's send a message to Pom Pom.
Come around and have a look.
You should go and talk to Lady Bronya, Serval. It was her...
I know. Huh? You're just...
Perfect timing. Please.
I knew. Hey! You're taking...
Serval, I understand your reluctance to rejoin the Silver... But Lady Bronya values your talent. And she sees how much... In any case, you should...
Okay, I get it. Sorry. I need to get this over with.
Same old Serval. Join the Express? I see. No wonder she seemed so flustered. Sorry, my head's still in the art. As you know, my sister used to be one of the research team leads in the Silvermane Guard's tech, but her expertise went far beyond Stellarons. She was, and still is, well-versed. Immediately after her succession, Lady Bronya set her sights on Serval's talents. The Supreme Guardian once... However, you saw her attitude just... I think there's... My intuition tells me this is mostly linked to Madame Cocolia's passing. Never mind. It's just a personal... I can tell the two of you have a close bond. Hand on heart. I wouldn't want to see her sitting behind a desk in Klapoth Fort and sign... Velebog is too small a place for a mind as inquisitive as Serval's. I'll admit, I'm a little... Are you busy? Let's go and wait for her in front of Klapoth Fort.
You know what I mean.
Doesn't seem like they finished talking yet.
I understand your circumstances, Serval. I respect your choice. It was my mistake to make an unwarranted request without considering your... Allow me to offer you my apology.
No need, Branya. You were super... Besides, I'm the one who should be apologizing.
I get it, Serval. After all... Sorry, I don't... But there's something I need to ask you. This guitar, I found it after going through Mother's... She was never a music lover, so I thought this might be connected to you.
Kolia, you...
Huh?
It's not... In fact, it once belonged to me and Kokolia.
Of course. I'm sure there's a story behind it. I hope you have an amazing journey, Serval.
I will. Thank you, Branya. I assume you heard our conversation just now. I didn't expect her to be so open-minded. And she didn't even try to persuade me to stay.
I wouldn't rule it out. She's good at reading people's minds. She would have known that you...
After all these years, I never thought I'd set eyes on this guitar again. The story behind this guitar. When we were in cadet school, Kokolia and I were notoriously disruptive. This guitar was one of those inventions. The super electromagnetic flux player. Or Not really, no. She was a military... Still, we hung out every day. I told you it'd take a while to tell the story. Huh? That melody.
That's one of yours, right?
I didn't think many people liked that one. Seems the city might have a few nice memories of me after I'm gone. Chapard, can you lend your dear sister...
Am I allowed to refuse?
Okay, I promise. I'm about to go traveling with her. Who knows how long it'll...
Fine.
You just need to make yourself at home. Oh, that's a letter I was gonna send to my mom. There's nothing personal in it.
You're still writing to Mom and Dad?
Only to Mom. You know,
You know, Serval, if you're really leaving
I'll think of it. Well, let's see.
It's a family heirloom. It belonged to Rhonda.
I wanted to keep it with me. But that's the problem with old things. Hey, wait a minute. Didn't I teach you a few machines?
Here we go again. You don't have to do everything
The principle behind this machine and the one you fixed when you first came to the workshop is this. So, I'll leave this one to you. In return, I knew you were a reliable... Think about it. You helped me fix my machine the first time you came here, and...
Well done for putting up with her for this.
job. Like I said, a reliable, as promised. Let me tell you the story. Its original owner was an ancestor of the Landau family, Rhonda Landau. The records tell that during the decisive battle, she led 2 Silvermane Guard brigades.
700-year-old newspaper clippings? I'd take that with a grain of salt. Even if they do exist,
The clippings aren't the point. What I'm trying to say...
take responsibility for your choices and the people of...
Since you're so curious, this guitar was actually... I came up with the design, but I was never able to build it. Some of the raw, quick as lightning, always keeping her word. That was her way of doing things.
If it was a gift, what?
I don't think anyone realized, but back then we were so close we didn't even differentiate. We lived in the same dormitory, went to the same school together every day, ate together. That's how things were until the day we fell out. I was always looking forward to the day she'd return this guitar. Now that I think about it, perhaps I was too naive. And that's the only Cocolia you guys ever got to know, huh? She put it all out of her mind. Me and... You know...
Let bygones be bygones, sister.
How did the conversation get so heavy? You know something, Japard? That guitar case in your hand and my guitar?
I never knew your guitar had a connection to me, too. Quite the...
Oh, that? It's a botanical specimen. As for the name...
Snowman's palm. And little Lynxie is the youngest sister.
Yes. Snowman.
It's the only plant here that looks like it's still alive.
Hey, watch it! Anyway, this specimen means a lot to me, so that should be everything. Finally. I think I...
No easy job. Do you really want to leave Bellabo?
Of course. This is a once in a life. What's wrong, Japard? I see.
Forget it. But before you leave, I have one last request to make. The garrison...
Huh? You just said you... You...
No, it's not that. I've heard there are a lot of... since you're leaving one way or the other...
Even at a time like this, you're still... All right, I'll help you out.
Thanks, sis. If you have the time, you're Bellabog's hero. I'm sure you must be popular in the underworld. The Silvermane... Thanks. I'll contact you when the guards have finished their preparations.
I'm tired of packing. I drank all the tea. What?
You're here. Thanks again for agreeing to this. Don't be. I only just arrived myself. The highest priority for today is establishing good negotiations with the Chief of Wildfire. I'm about to get that process underway. Serval was a little delayed on the way over, but that doesn't affect our schedule. Let's set off.
Huh? Oh, hold up. I wasn't that late.
You weren't that early either. Still, I don't blame you. You hadn't seen Mom and Dad in a long time. I'm glad you managed to speak to them.
We didn't speak all that much. You know how it is. I can only talk to Dad for so long before I start losing it.
I know how it is, all right. Put that to one side for now. We need to get going. Negotiations will be held in the Boulder Town Clinic. Serval and I are newcomers, so you'll have to lead the way. The underworld isn't exactly how I remember it.
Feels like we're not getting many friendly looks, huh?
Well, well, well. I don't think our little clinic has ever played host to an occasion like this.
We meet again, Mr. Oleg.
Oleg will do, son. Oh, you. You probably won't know. Our young Silvermane friend here and I had the pleasure of speaking to each other at a certain Guardian's succession ceremony. We're not complete strangers. But as for this young lady...
The name's Serval. I'm, an ex-engineer from the technology division and Japard's sister. Pleasure to meet you, Chief.
Likewise, miss. The more the merrier. And it's good to have you here again. It bothered me and Natasha that we never arranged a formal welcome for you. Once we're done talking, you must all join us for a meal.
We'd be honored. But to your point, Oleg, let's finish our discussions first.
Quite right. Let's head inside. Too much commotion out here.
So she's your sister. The Landau family is full of talented young people, I see.
You're worried that Underworlders might still hold a grudge against the Silvermane guards. So you want to show your solidarity with the Trailblazers to build some trust. Seems like a sound strategy to me.
Rebuilding trust between the two worlds has always been a priority for Lady Bra. People here must have felt abandoned by the guards after the passage was sealed off.
It seems like you have a good handle on the situation.
So, you're also saying the guards want to work
I wouldn't use those exact words.
If that's the case, I've got a question. Since this offer comes from those who left us to our fate for more than a...
She's not... Who is she, anyway?
The barrier between the surface and the underground was the product of the former Supreme Guardian's misjudgment. Lady Bronya wants Belobog to heal. So the Silvermane Guards need to regain the people's trust as a grassroots organization. Wildfire did an extraordinary job maintaining order for over a decade. I can assure you that the Guards are not here to seize power. If it takes time for the people to... I hope you can see that everything we do to
I've never really seen this side of him before.
I think there's no need. With the help of Bronya, Serval, and Japard, we're one step closer to
I agree. Tell Bronya that Wildfire will work with the Silvermane Guards on security matters.
They're swarming toward the town!
Not good. Stay here, Natasha.
Understood. We'll be...
Everyone rushed outside. I should probably see what's happening.
Please, help my friends!
What happened?
The monsters invaded, otherwise those things would...
Don't worry. The Silvermane Guards...
The Great Mine!
Understood. I'll send my men, Mr. Oleg. Please entrust the defense of Boulder Town will need Wildfire's expertise.
You're a natural Your troops will be unfamiliar with the layout of the mine.
Thank you. In the name of... I'll go on ahead and lead the troops to the mine.
I couldn't get a word in while they were talking. A duty-bound soldier and a resistance leader. It's hard to be rocket... You know, maybe I need to put my own way. It's just... I see people fighting... Wait a minute. Was that Japard's plan all along? He was guilted to make me... That's true. You know the way to the Great Mine, right? Let's catch up. That's all you needed to say.
Put all artillery units on standby. Wait for... We have a choke point here. Tell all infantry units to switch to double line formation.
Yes, sir!
Ah, you're here. Get ready. The back of the mine has been secured. Gives us a forward base to send in some... The battle is fierce. I need to get to the front line.
I don't know much about warfare, but I don't see why Commander Japard. Let me and her clear the way for you.
Thanks, Serval, but I made a promise to Mr. Oleg to save as many people as possible.
There's no stopping you once you've made it.
Let's move out. All civilians, please go to the bridge immediately. The Silvermane guards have...
There's a monster heading this way. What should we...
Bring it down. We need to cover the...
Keep up! Time to twirl! Time to twirl!
Time for a shot. Nap time.
It made it easy for us, but we can't let our guards down. It's safe here. Let's move on.
Japard, look! The miners have put up a makeshift defensive line.
Are you?
That's right. We're evacuating...
Silvermane guards and civilians. My brother went after her.
Understood. I'll bring them back.
Thank you. Please.
Oh no!
Leave the battle to us.
Okay.
This big diamond! It's all yours!
Lance ablaze. Lance forward!
Time to twirl!
Here to crash the party?
Turn it up!
Ready to lose yourself?
You can fight it, or rock with it!
What are you looking at? Hey!
Pretty good. Keep up!
That's better.
Hey! This big diamond! It's all yours!
Nap time.
Time to twirl!
Lance forward!
Let's rock!
You can fight it, or rock with it!
Hey!
Let's keep searching for the missing girl and the miner.
Is it me, or is it cold here?
Oh. Turn it up! This big diamond! It's all yours!
can fight it or rock with it. Keep up.
That's better.
This big diamond, it's all yours!
Let's rock. You can fight it or rock with it.
Time to twirl!
Lance forward.
This big diamond, it's all yours!
Let's rock.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Okay.
Turn it up. You can fight it or rock with it. Lance forward.
You two, it's too dangerous here.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Zeno, take my hand. Let's get out of here.
It's so cold.
The monsters have gotten stronger somehow. I don't remember them being this
Thank goodness we got here in time. If we'd arrived any later.
That's one brave little girl.
Huh? I wouldn't go that far. Besides, my problem, I just couldn't believe that he never lifted a finger to oppose vowing to protect the Underworlders in one breath, and then deciding they deserve to be abandoned in the next.
Father was a soldier. Never mind. I know I sound like I'm defending him, and
I'm angry just thinking about it.
running away doesn't solve the problem. I'm not trying to change your mind. I just want to know that you're
My choice.
Sorry, I sound like that.
Don't worry about it. Let's focus on the business at hand. That might...
Okay. Be careful, though. It could mean something we haven't encountered before is waiting for us.
Hey, did you...
Kind of. There was... Speaking of which, you came from that direction, right? Ah, thank goodness.
They'll be okay now. You should head back to the bridge.
Thank you. All of... I heard there's a powerful monster down the road, some kind of leader of the pack.
Thanks for the intel. I think he was right about the monster. You two, I've seen this type of monster a few times near the restricted zone. Wait, don't get too close.
Huh?
These monsters are usually eager to fight, but this one doesn't seem concerned about us. I'm not sure either.
The air...
Stellaron promises survive.
Did it just...
Steady. Get ready to counter.
Japard not here?
Japard survive. London.
Did it just say Japard? That noise! Defragmentum monster...
Talking? I just hear white noise. Wait. You understand?
Our names?
I heard rumors about this kind of monster. Shat, if the rumors are true...
Kaguya... You just won't stop haunting me. I try everything to put the past behind me, and yet you always manage to creep. Kaguya, you witch!
Calm down, Serval. It's just a
All that time we spent together, it was so easy for you to just leave this world behind. Don't you at least owe me an explanation?
Serval!
Londo, stand down. There is no place for you.
Sister, I know you want Madam, but this thing in front of us is our enemy. Fight with us, sister. Let's dispel the shadow of the past. Of course, if you're not yet able, then she and I will fight for you until your heart is ready.
I'm sorry, brother. I always make you worry when things get serious, but I see what you're doing. Reverse psychology, huh? Well, Cacolia, let's settle this back.
This big diamond! It's all yours! Connection.
That's it. Keep up.
Remember this moment.
Turn it up. You can fight it or rock with it.
That's better.
Lamps forward.
Nap time.
Sagacious discernment.
Let's rock. Keep up. You can fight it or rock with it.
Nap time.
Lamps forward.
Serval, why do you have to step?
The temperature is returning to normal. I think it's safe to say that the shadow of Madame Cacolia was the reason for this invade. Whatever the case, we've managed to avert a crisis. It sounds like something the hero of... It would have taken us much longer to fight off the shadow without you.
I feel like something, all that noise before it perished. I see. Anyway.
I'm happy for you, Serval. Looks like we accomplished our mission. You two should head over to Natasha's place.
Sure. Come find us later at the clinic.
Hard work needs hard rest. I see. All in all, I owe everyone a big thank you. Thanks to Captain Japard, we managed to keep our losses to a minimum. How could I forget about...
You're too kind. They deserve the real credit.
Sounds like you went through a lot of danger.
I'm all right, don't worry. Everything worked.
Miss Natasha.
Is that Japard?
Mr. Oleg has a pretty good handle on what he's arranging for rescue teams and supplies to be sent over.
Looks like you guys have the situation. I'd love to... Oh, there was a girl and her brother who said you saved...
Natasha's right. We should make sure those children are all right.
Come on, drink it up and you'll feel better.
But there's smoke.
It's you. You saved us from the monster. If you hadn't been there, we would... I'll think of a way to repay you.
Mom and Dad would...
So, you're looking after your...
Not really. It's my responsibility. My brother is too young to survive in the underworld.
The misjudgment of the former Supreme Guardian isolated the underworld, but under Lady Bronya's leadership, the Silvermane Guards will atone.
Captain Shepard.
Taking care of yourself is hard enough under these circumstances. Zeno, right?
Yes, Mr. Captain.
You're still young, so you need to stay under your sister's wing. Be there when she needs you. And listen to her when she
Okay, sir.
Thank you, Captain Shepard. Zeno,
You know, I'm pretty good at turning a happy reunion. If you're not too tired, Shepard. What you said back there.
Of course I did. And it wasn't some... We can't always face problems alone and build walls to keep people out.
I know what you're up to, Jeppy.
Huh?
You made it sound like you were talking to those kids. Who's building that wall now?
Well...
Change of plan. I've decided to stay.
Serval, I
know that, Shepard. What you said was the last piece of the puzzle for me. I've always found it hard to handle conflict. The first thought I have when things don't work out is to run away. After all.
Right.
If it weren't for you, I wouldn't have had any idea of... I have one last thing that I might need your help with. I want to...
Say no more.
Oh, but before that, it's all right. I've got Shepard with me. It's cold here. Is this the Stellaron imprisonment device? They had such...
This is where Madam...
She gave something back in death. I wanted to come here to perform for Cocolia. I'm glad you guys are here to witness it. Not the nicest spot for a show. And the equipment could be better. Look at me, Cocolia, because I will no longer live in your shadow!
Happy?
Happy. I just wish I could have seen the look on her face. Shame. Well, that's all from me. As for tonight...
So, you're getting the tab?